I looked at it as my 5 pillars of leadership. The first and foremost thing, and it underscores everything you do in your business, especially today, with some of the challenges that have gone on within the financial services industry. And although the credit industry has not been nearly as affected, thank goodness, there have also been some unique challenges, and that's one word: integrity. The integrity to do what's right, not only when you're being watched, but when you are on your own and doing things. I had to inculcate that. I had to get the crew to believe that this is what they were about, because lives were going to be at stake. The next thing I had to look at was vision. I needed to articulate to the crew where the ship was and where we were going to be. We had about 1 year to get the ship ready for deployment, to go out to that tip of the spear as part of the USS George Washington Aircraft Carrier Battle Group and be able to defend U.S. interests worldwide. I looked at and wanted to develop in each one of those crew members a sense of personal accountability and responsibility. There's only one person that makes you do something, and that's you. There can be peer pressure, there can be regulatory pressure, but nonetheless, you're the one that ultimately makes the decisions on what you are going to do. By taking that, by teaching the crew that they were responsible for their own lives, their own decisions, guess what? They knew that if they took responsibility themselves, pretty soon their shipmates would look at them side to side and say, you want to know something? That's a pretty stand-up person right there. If they'll stand up for themselves and look out for me, I can stand up for myself and look out for them. What does that create? The teamwork that everyone strives to get. The next thing I had to do, I call it trusting and investing. I do not like the word empower. When you are empowering someone, all you really want them to do is something you didn't want to do anyway, and when they don't get it right, you're going to hold them accountable for it. When you trust and invest in people, what you do is create the conditions for them to not only succeed, but occasionally maybe even fail when you know they're going to do it. But that can be a tremendous learning tool. When people feel that you trust them, that you're investing time and effort to teach them how to do things right, guess what? You don't need to empower them. They will empower themselves and begin to assume more responsibility, take things on, take the initiative to get things done, and that's what leads to success. The last thing is professional competence. You have to know your job, and you have to know exactly how to do that. But I'm going to touch in this one just a little bit. When you really look at professional competence, people want 5 things as they do their job. People do not fail on purpose. When you look at it, what do your people want from you? They want you to tell them what their job is. Describe exactly what you expect for them to do. Next thing they want, tell them what the standards of performance are. There's a whole lot of difference between telling someone, I need this done to perfection, versus give me the best you can in the next 6 hours and we're going to run with it from there because we've got a timeline that we've got to meet. The next thing that they're going to want for you is the training, the tools, and the time to do the job right. If someone makes a mistake, before you go after them, take a look at the supervisory chain. Take a look and make sure that the people that are above them have given them those 5 tools to get their job done right.